Good morning, Crossroads South, and happy Thursday. It's been a busy morning already. We just want to get started right now. So let's start with saying that today is Thursday, October 23rd, and it is an A day today. We've already started our morning with bus evacuation drills, which are super duper important. We do those bus evacuation drills at least twice a year. They look different in the fall than they do in the spring, but in the fall today, it is about how do you get off the bus safely? How are you listening to your driver? What expectations has the driver put forward for you in terms of what happens in the case of an emergency? Being a bus driver is, I think, one of the toughest jobs in our entire school system because they have to have about 50 passengers who are talking and not paying attention, and they have to make sure not only that all of the passengers are safe, but they're paying attention to the road around them. Now, I drive. I'm a little worried about you folks when you get driving because I see our walking in the hall, but driving is something that takes every ounce of your energy. Now, can you imagine doing that with 54 middle schoolers behind you? So your job on the bus is to be safe, stay in your seat, and not distract the driver. If you start getting into an argument with friends or you're playing music loud and that could be distracting to the driver, you're not keeping everybody safe. So as we work on these bus evacuation drills, I just want to remind us about that. I want to make sure that you also understand that if any buses miss their evacuation drill this morning, we will make sure that we make that up tomorrow, and we will make sure that every bus has the opportunity to do an evacuation drill. Speaking of, today is another Spirit Week. It is You Will Not See Me Making Bad Choices. As we talk about this School Anti-Violence Week or School Violence Awareness Week, whatever you want to call it in the state of New Jersey, I'm reminded that we still have a long way to go and a lot of work to do in terms of being kind to each other and saying nice things. One of my major issues of concern that I have is social media apps. There are people that would never say the things that they write on social media, and yet you do. And I want to almost make you say, hey, listen, if you were to verbally say what you just wrote to somebody, would you say that to your parents? I don't think you would. So don't be a coward. Do not hide behind social media and think that you can all of a sudden have social media muscles and be tough. That's just being weak, actually. So be kind because it all comes out. The other reminder I have about social media is that most of our 6th graders and 7th graders who have social media apps are not doing that according to the law. You have to be at least 13 in order to be on a social media app. So if you've created an account, I'm going to tell you this now, you've already lied. So now your character's in question for me. You've already lied about your age because you have to be 13 to get an Instagram account or a TikTok account. And Instagram is actually thinking about upping that to 15. Not to take away your ability to see fun videos, but really because of all the dangers that we as adults know and see happening on social media and the things that happen with mean, cruel words that are detrimental to people that happen because you think, no big deal, I have an account, nobody knows who I am. Well, I can tell you right now that everything can be tracked through IP addresses and it will come back to you. And again, is that who you are in real life? Be a good person. Whatever you say to somebody, make sure that it is something that you'd be willing to verbally say. Whatever you text to somebody. But I've been very disappointed with behaviors here. If it were up to me, we would not allow any social media at all in our town because it is so detrimental and such a place where people say hurtful and mean things. I would love to see us use it for the good that it can be, but unfortunately I end up in my job seeing the bad. So think about your choices, and if there's stuff you're not proud on, get off of it now and think about that. All right, as we move on and think also, here's one more reminder. If you see something, or if you're witness to hearing something, or if you see somebody pushing another kid and being mean, say something. Do not be a bystander and just walk by. Your saying something could be the difference of us as adults not knowing and being able to step in and say, that's not okay. So make sure that you speak up. If you're concerned about something, you're like, this just doesn't seem right. I might have happened to be in a group chat, even though you shouldn't be. I was in a group chat and this was really cruel and mean, take screenshots and say something, because we will get to the bottom of it right away. We want to make sure that everybody is respected here, not only just at Crossroads South, but our entire South Brunswick community. So it takes all of us to be good people, and it's hard work these days to be the best you can be. All right, we do have one more announcement, and that's from Mrs. Ackerson. All entries in the 2-sentence horror story contest are due by 3 p.m. today. She's got a lot of great entries. I love reading these, so I'll pop into the library soon and I'll be able to share the winners for that 2-sentence horror story competition. Make sure you also check out her scavenger hunt in the library. Very cool. I also want to remind you that we're going to be doing voting for student council, so take the opportunity to watch those videos and check out the posters down in the hallway. All right, folks, that concludes the morning announcements for today. Please stand for the salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Have an awesome day, Crossroads.